My name is Blaine. You're watching Less Than Zero. That's Shelley with a whaff. What's up, whaff?
No.
We're married. What are you doing? Is that the Guillermo del Toro deck?
That's the deck that you got me.
That's
yeah.
so badass.
My kitty cat's in the way, so you can't really see it. There, I'm new at this. There you go.
A little bit out of focus because the focal range is right here on your face.
Oh, well, it could be.
That's why that's fuzzy.
These are slippery, too.
Yeah, I haven't used them one much, eh?
No.
That's a good one.
That is a nice one.
The cool deck.
Because I really enjoy the movies that this gentleman, of course.
His style is great.
Yeah, and the cards are lovely, too. Like, wow, look at that. The death card. Very, 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 very nice.
Very deathy.
I'm like, there. See, I'm still new.
Yeah, like I said, it'll be out of focus.
Yeah. But anyway.
That's the top quality production here at Less Than Zero. Under the down in a hole.
Are what they call pip cards.
Umbrella.
So if you do not know how to read tarot, they're probably not the best beginner deck. So.
Is there a creeper card in there? How about a Dracula?
No. Interesting you're saying those words,
like that segue?
I do. That was it's almost as good as the actual segways that you get to ride down.
No, I'm not watching. I'm not driving that.
You're not going to get on a Segway?
I'm not Paul Blart, a mall cop. We talked about this in the car, actually.
For a lengthy,
a long
time.
I'm like, we need to put this on the YouTube channel because we were thinking about movie monsters, and if you were to take a monster out of one movie and put them in another movie with another monster, like who would win? Like what would be a great fight? Like not just like, like, okay, you take a xenomorph and you put them up against like the mummy, the xenomorph's probably going to win.
Well, okay, funny you should say that because another topic for another day. They have done that. And they actually had the monsters weighed in Las Vegas, and you could bet against which monster.
Geez,
and I, of course, picked my favorite person, and that was Jason versus Freddy. And I am a big Camp Crystal Lake Jason Voorhees fan. My cat's name is Kane Hodder. So Big Kane. So I went with, of course, Jason.
Did you win?
Well, no one really won.
You're talking about the movie, Freddy
versus Jason, and so we did our own. We did our own with two movie characters, and we had a lengthy debate about who we thought would win in a fight, and
they were. Wait. They were. Well, it's in the title. Maybe not. Maybe it's not in the title. Maybe
mystery.
Maybe it's not in the title. We haven't told you yet. Monster Battle. Now, if you've seen the movie Jeepers Creepers, you've got the Creeper.
The Creeper.
He's kind of like a weird, he comes back, every 28 years or something?
Something like that.
And he has to feed, and he's super powerful. And
hard to kill.
Even if you cut his head off, he just grows another one.
He steals a head.
Yeah.
He steals a head from somebody else. Grows another head with your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he did that in the second one.
He can fly. He's got big wings.
Big wings,
a big bat vulture guy.
Yeah. But then our second opponent.
Yeah. Who is he fighting? And we're like.
Who can also fly?
Dracula.
Who also can fly. Right? Who also is immortal in a way.
Yeah. And we were thinking about it would be a wicked fight. Because after watching the Creeper. Because we were wondering too, okay, what do they eat, right? So the Creeper has to feed, but then he goes to sleep for 28 years. Is it 28?
Something 23 or 20 every 23rd year, every 28 years, 23 years.
It's so weird. I've seen those movies so much, and now I'm on the.
See, that's why you need to make notes
on the old YouTube here, and I can't. I'm drawing a blank. The Creeper. But even like Dracula, he doesn't hibernate like that though.
He can, because he did on his trip. Well, no, he got out of his coffin to eat people on the boat, so I guess not really. He just needs his.
Does he do that to recharge? No, he would do the blood thing.
He sleeps to recharge, but he also has to have the native soil with him. He has to cart that around everywhere he goes.
23 years.
Every 23 years.
So he sleeps for 23 years and he's awake for 23 days.
Yeah.
He is located in north central Florida. He has killed over 2,000 people. There's actually stats on him.
Which is interesting because I think Dracula's likely killed more. And I think they're about the same age,
but
if you think about it.
I think you could give him a run, though. Because, like...
Well, I think the creeper's mortality is a little bit more... You know, I think he is a little harder to kill.
Yeah.
Because that one, you pierced him through the heart with a harpoon, he's alive. You cut his head off, he just steals someone else's, and he's alive. Even when he goes and he hibernates and he's only half of himself, he just wakes up, goes about looking for people with the right kind of stuff that he needs, and he eats what he needs out of them, and then he's back to full whatever. But you know what? If you cut off Dracula's head, he's dead. That's it. Hasta la vista.
Stake to the heart.
Stake to the heart.
So, but that's the weakness, right?
Yeah.
Because...
But what is the creeper's weakness?
The fact that he's asleep for 23 years, and if Dracula found him, he could kill him in his sleep.
Well, he could dismember him and bury his pieces all over the place.
Oh, yeah, you have to separate the pieces.
Which is, oddly enough, if I'm not mistaken, I think they did the same thing to Dracula.
Yeah.
I think they did. I think they dismembered him and hid his pieces.
Now, can the creeper can operate during the day?
He's up during the day.
Where Dracula couldn't because he's allergic to the UV. He's allergic to UV rays.
He's allergic to the sun.
The sun
it'll kill him. There you go. Yeah, the sunlight doesn't kill.
He's not just allergy to UV.
Yeah. The creeper doesn't have that. And yeah, he's out in the day. He's driving his murder wagon there.
Yeah, he's got the bean eating you.
Yeah, all he needs is free candy on the side and yeah.
Yeah, we think it'll be a really good fight. I mean, like toe to toe.
Got cat hair.
I don't even know. Cat hair, that happened. Yeah, like I wonder who would actually win because I don't.
I think the creeper would probably win.
I think the creeper could because I don't think the creeper can actually be killed.
No, I don't think so.
Even if they starved him to death.
Unless, of course, you dismember him and then you bury him, and then they can't get, and the pieces can't get together.
That's what I mean.
So that'd be about the only way you're going to be able. But he'd still be.
Wasn't there a scene where his arm was crawling back?
Yes.
To connect to his body again, because it's like even though you cut him up, if the pieces can get back together, he will be regenerated again. And
he has some sort of weird honing device, or I don't know, whatever, to bring him back to things. So, like in the second one, they had I think they had his old hand. Honestly.
Yeah.
And he could find it. And don't forget his knife.
Yeah, somebody kept it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the tip of the spear, whatever,
and the knife,
broke off.
And he could find it. Somehow he's got some sort of weird
he's connected to everything.
To find those things. So he would go back and look for it.
His stuff he's connected to.
Yeah. They actually used it. They used it to spear him with, I thought.
Right, because that was like the one thing that he could
and he's pinned up in the wall of the barn, and
stuff.
The guy was charging, $20 to get a picture with him, and he sat there in a chair with a post holder, waiting for the guy to wake up so he could do it again. But then he's going to be active all that time, so you're going to sit there for 23 days?
Yeah.
And hope to God he doesn't wiggle free?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I have that kind of commitment.
See, I wonder who's smarter. Like, is Dracula smarter than the creeper?
Well, I don't think...
Or is Creeper all brute force?
I don't think so. The Creeper has to be smart enough to sustain life as long as he has.
Yeah.
Dracula definitely is very intelligent.
Yeah. Staying in his weird castle the whole time.
Yeah.
In the dark at night. That sucks.
Well, you know what? If I had a castle, I'd have it dark at night.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like...
He traveled. He went to London.
Yeah. He could travel under the cover of night. Mm-hmm. And move around that way.
Or he just has to stay somewhere dark.
Could never find him. Yeah, he does. Technically, he doesn't have to. He just hides in the castle. Mm-hmm. He's still awake during the day if he has to be. Mm-hmm. He just can't hit the UV rays.
Right. So he has big, thick blackout curtains.
Yeah, yeah. He just pull the shutters closed. Count. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I don't know. I think Dracula's been around so goddamn long.
Then so is the Creeper.
I mean, as human beings that write stories.
Oh, yes. Well, Dracula was...
What's that one? That book?
Oh, this one is In Search of Dracula.
That's a book about Dracula.
Well, it's actually about In Search of Dracula. So you're going back to Vlad, the Impaler.
Right.
And
see, humans had to create these characters.
I don't know.
And somebody obviously created the Creeper pretty recently as compared to Dracula.
1979.
He's been around way longer than that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you wonder about the.
That's my interview with the vampire.
Yep, you wonder about the origin of the character itself, and how long that whole Dracula story has been around, and the creeper story is relatively new. So you just give it to Dracula.
Well, Bram Stoker wrote Dracula a lot longer than 1979. That's just that's a totally different book.
Oh, it's just evolved,
in search
right?
of Dracula to catch people's attention.
I just mean you can't always just give it to the OG, man. He's been around the longest, but that doesn't mean nothing. That creeper, I think, could give him a run for his money.
I think so. I think he would be very hard to kill.
Yeah.
I mean, people all the time in various different films, different stories by different people. Poor Dracula always gets his butt handed to him.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever really makes it.
Yeah. He's not much of a fighter. He doesn't look like much of a fighter. I think he's a sleeper hit, though. I think he's got something. When he needs to survive, clearly he knows how.
Well, it depends on what movie you're watching, too. Like Dracula 2000 was a good one, too, with Gerard Butler. People might forget that because Gerard Butler was pretty new when it came to that one. That one was really good, and it brought a nice twist to the tale of Dracula and who Dracula is. Yeah, he does.
Oh,
I can't believe you've never seen it.
You're the one who has watched every single horror movie on Netflix.
Not every single one yet. Oh, I had to buy Shudder. Yeah, I did.
Because we ran out of horror, so we bought the horror streaming app, Shudder.
Which is fun. I really like Shudders, and it's Shudder's got some pretty cheesy. I love cheesy B flick horror movies too. They're so much fun.
Yeah, Shudder's a good one, especially with Halloween coming up. They're going to have their whole month of.
I mean, we could give you a whole list of cheesy, great, all practical effects because we have our favorite practical effects artists too. Stan Winston is pretty good. Who's Tony Iommi there? What's his name?
Savini.
Tom Savini. How could I forget that? He did Jason. He did Friday the 13th. Yeah, I keep getting him and yeah.
They sort of, I guess they sort of look the same.
Actually, Tom Savini did a guest appearance in the Lock and Key series on Netflix as well. It was Tom Savini.
Yeah, we might need to do a dive into another video like that.
He's a great special effects guy.
Who's your pick for Dracula though? We gotta keep on topic.
It would be the Creeper. The Creeper would win. I'm sorry, I love you, Dracula, but I think the Creeper has you.
I think the Creeper too. I can't believe I'm going against Dracula, man. But we found somebody that we think can actually. Hey,
we like the Wolfman too, and he always gets his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can't not love the Wolfman.
So if we were going to do another video like this, pick two monsters.
That's tough.
Or you pick one, and I'll see if I can come up with one that can beat them.
I want something a little.
What do you want to go, like space alien type stuff, or?
I don't think it should matter if you're going from different. It's the same genre. It doesn't matter where they come from.
Yeah.
I just want to pick something a little less advertised. Something that people have to, oh my goodness, what's this? And you're actually going to have to go searching for it.
Like Event Horizon was a great horror movie, but there's nothing in that movie that can physically fight somebody. It's because the ship itself is haunted.
That's really good though. It was good.
Trying to think of some wild, like a xenomorph.
Yeah, but everybody knows a xenomorph.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
you're something a little bit more obscure.
Yeah,
kind of like
Pumpkinhead.
Yeah, he's a little because he was made so long ago, and there hasn't been any recent. Or
throw
movies.
Two clowns in there, like Twisty and the Terrifier.
Oh my God, the Terrifier!
I'm
sorry, the Terrifier would have Twisty down.
I think so.
I'm sorry, the Terrifier would win against. I think he's just more ruthless.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a quick one.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking like something a little bit more obscure, like. Oh, how about one? How about who do you think would win in a fight? Bruce Campbell against oh my goodness, I had it on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, Barack Obama.
No.
Oh.
Another guy that does the same thing he does.
Blaine Baldwin?
No. Jack Brooks, Monster Slayer.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Oh, you're saying Bruce Campbell from The Evil Dead.
Bruce Campbell from Evil Dead. Ash. Okay, sorry. I only know Ash.
Okay.
Ash versus
Jack Brooks, Monster Slayer.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen Jack Brooks Monster Slayer, it is tons of fun, and it's practical, and it has Robert. How do you pronounce his last name?
Englund.
That's it. He's in there.
I wouldn't want to see Ash fight Jack Brooks, though. I want to see him team up.
Okay, so Ash and Jack Brooks team up, and then we need a monster tag team because they're pretty. Ash is pretty lethal.
What if Ash teams up with Jack Brooks, Monster Slayer, and they dive into like the old classic monster movies, like The Creature and the Mummy?
Oh, they're not hard, but The Creature. That's when they're in their prime, though. When movies were in their prime, they were easy to defeat. I mean, even a guy with a little pocket knife,
you could beat
him.
Yeah, you could take Ash, Jack Brooks, take both of those guys, and put them in the Resident Evil universe.
Oh, they'd have so much fun.
And watch them just shred.
They would have so much fun.
Groovy.
Yeah, if they wouldn't argue with each other.
that might be.
You would have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, Mila would kick their butts, so she's not allowed.
Oh, Mila Jovovich. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
she's
lady
in
that's
those movies.
Mila.
What's her name?
Jovovich.
What's her name in them? What's her name in them?
Is she not Alice?
Yeah. No. Yes, she's Alice.
Yeah, she's not Jill Valentine.
See how many times I watch scary movies?
Yeah. Well, there's so many in your head you can't remember.
Oh, I know. I'm trying to think of the one. Gorman.
Psycho Gorman?
Psycho Gorman. He's fabulous.
Shit.
Oh, geez, he's fabulous. Now that's not fair because the kids had his little ruby stone thing. But what if he had it? Like, what kind of?
If he wasn't in control, if the kids didn't have control of Psycho Gorman, how do you beat him?
I don't know.
He's an intergalactic. Even Thanos couldn't beat that guy.
Thanos is not allowed to snap fingers.
No gauntlet. Snaps. Just Thanos.
Yeah.
No gauntlet.
I don't know.
Versus Psycho Gorman?
Yeah,
that's a fucking fight.
And then a tag team fight between that and Jack Brooks and
you
Ash.
want them to tag up?
Well, you have to have 2 and 2.
Man, but they're human. They're going to die.
Yeah.
Because those guys are like interstellar, galactic, crazy motherfuckers from another world.
Yeah, they are. So you have to make it fair.
You you say, no gauntlet, doesn't matter. Thanos will just crush your head.
Yeah.
Like
okay,
this,
but I thought
I
Psycho
can crush
Gorman
this
was
bottle.
pretty awesome. So I thought, because he's an obscure monster, not a lot of people know about him.
We'll do that then. Do Psycho Gorman versus Thanos.
Well, that's not fair.
Or Psycho Gorman versus Hal from I'm Sorry, Dave.
Oh, yeah. But that's a computer. He's got no physical form.
Yeah.
Now we're just rambling. We're wasting
Pretty
time.
much. We're trying to think of like maybe video number
How
2.
about someone leave comments and then you read the comments?
Who do you
and then
want
maybe
fight?
Someone else might pick whether it's a tag team, 2 good guys against 2 bad guys, or 2 monsters.
Yeah. Try to dig deep. Thanos is a little bit too popular now with all the Marvel movies, but who the hell could
obscure.
fight Psycho Gorman?
And if you don't know who Psycho Gorman is, you're going to have to watch it.
Watch Psycho Gorman, and we both think Dracula loses to the Creeper.
Absolutely.
Boom. This is called this.
You want me to remember the name?
Less Than Zero.
There you go. I don't remember.
That's Shelley. I'm Blaine. Thanks for watching. Do YouTube stuff if you like. Tune in next time to the Down in the Hole realm when we're probably going to be in the basement yelling at a camera and uploading it to the internet.
Pretty much.
So about 7 or 8 people can watch it. Well, no, the first 5 are me editing it.
Oh.
I have to upload it and double check to make sure I did it right. So like the first 5.
You know what? These topics have been pretty good because like haunted houses. Who doesn't love haunted houses? And who's going to win in a battle? Monsters. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Good horror movies. Everybody likes a good scare. Actually, we should talk about that one day. About how they scientifically started noticing what horror movies do to a human being when you're watching horror movies. What happens to us?
Oh, why it's so much fun to get the shit scared out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's kind of an interesting, because I actually have watched
that could be a future episode.
Or medical
that should be a future
videos
episode.
About what happens to human beings and what we go through when we watch.
Episode was about the Creeper.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
We rambled.
We do ramble here on Less Than Zero. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a fantastic evening or a good morning. Bye.